On the quiet shores of Lake Saimia, a chilling legend lurks beneath the surface. Do you dare to believe? What if an ancient terror still haunts these waters? What if the truth is darker than folklore? Stay until the end to understand everything. In the summer of 1959, near the small village of Rautjärvi in eastern Finland, an unusual event began to unfold that would ripple through time, echoing the fears of the local populace. As dusk fell each evening, the locals reported strange lights flickering over Lake Saimia. The atmosphere became thick with tension. Fishermen returned with stories that sent chills through the village. Bright, saucer-like shapes darted above the treetops, casting eerie shadows against the soft glow of the moon. A group of boys playing near the beach that August night became involuntary witnesses to something not of this world. Their accounts began simply enough. They described seeing bright, glowing spheres hanging in the sky, hovering silently before darting away faster than the eye could follow. The boys ran home, breathless with excitement and fear, unable to explain the spectacle that gripped their imagination. They weren't alone. Over the following months, more villagers experienced the same phenomenon. Reports flooded in detailing strange noises and more sightings of bizarre lights and shapes. As whispers spread, so did the rumors. Children recounted tales of the Saimia UFO, a point of dread that fused with local folklore. Was it a manifestation of the spirits believed to reside in these waters, or something extraterrestrial? The air was thick with possibilities. Citizens believed the lake hid secrets, ghosts from long-forgotten conflicts, or even monsters waiting to be awakened. The history of Finland is steeped in myths and legends. The Saimia region itself has long been a tapestry of folklore, entangled with tales of the Kalevala, the national epic. These ancient stories speak of beings known as water spirits, revered and feared in equal measure. The arrival of UFO phenomena followed a peak in cultural unrest. The post-war period was riddled with uncertainty, with the Cold War hanging over the skies. The unknown was feared as much as it was fascinated, giving life to legends like that of the Saimia lights. Before long, local media picked up the rising tide of curiosity. One newspaper, the UC Suomi, published a series of articles detailing sightings and urging those in the vicinity to be vigilant. Police reports also began to trickle through. A notable incident on July 27, 1960, saw local law enforcement responding to calls about unexplained lights and aerial phenomena in the region. Witness testimonies were documented, describing how the lights moved with an intelligence that seemed deliberate, often changing direction suddenly or vanishing entirely. Despite the fervent enthusiasm for these accounts, some individuals sought logical explanations. Skeptics pointed to military exercises or atmospheric phenomena like ball lightning, but persistent sightings throughout the year suggested something far more sinister than moths drawn to flame. Particularly chilling were the instances where nearby livestock began acting strangely. Cows refusing to graze, dogs barking at invisible foes. One farmer recalled his sheep backing away from the shoreline, bleating in fear. The pattern was unsettling. Something was indeed rousing fear in the hearts of these animals, stirring long-hidden anxieties among humans. And yet, evidence continued to accumulate. In the wake of the UFO phenomena, the Finnish Air Force conducted its own investigations. On one notable occasion, they estimated that various reports corresponded with unidentified objects on their radar near the lake. The military, aside from denying any knowledge of extraterrestrial presence in the area, chose to remain tight-lipped about the specifics, only fueling collective paranoia. As summer bled into fall, the activity did not wane. Local fishermen returned with ghastly tales. Some even reported strange occurrences like failing engines and radio interference as eerie lights flitted across the sky. A few brave souls attempted to capture the bizarre encounters on film. However, the results were grainy blurbs of light, refusal to reveal their nature, as they danced playfully across the frame, inviting yet unsettling. Then came an incident in August 1965, deemed by locals as the Night of Creeping Shadows. Reports emerged of a family camping near the lake, only to wake in the dead of night to find their tent illuminating with otherworldly light. Terrified, they described shadowy figures encircling their campfire, invoking the age-old fear of forces beyond human understanding. They fled, leaving everything behind. Investigation and search teams scoured the area. Their findings were inconclusive, causing friction between believers and deniers. Yet after the flurry of reports and media frenzy died down, the echoes remained. The sightings shifted from extraordinary to part of the folklore in Rotjärvi. The fear and interest morphed into an almost protective reverence for the lake. The town placed signs warning against venturing too close to its shores at night, reinforcing the notion that some mysteries are best left untouched. Cafes opened in the village, themed around the legendary UFO sightings, while the Lake Saimaya region became a site of pilgrimage for those drawn to the paranormal. But even so, there lingered whispers among the locals of something more, the sense of an unseen presence in the depths. Recurring gatherings around campfires bled reality into myth. Stories were retold time and time again, keeping the legend of the Saima UFO alive. What remains undeniable is how those shimmering lights reassured and tormented. The residents learned to live with an enigmatic presence that invited curiosity, even as it instilled dread. Decades later, the legend still breathes. It trickles into conversations, sparking dreams of the unexplained. Do you think the truth has been revealed, or is something still waiting below the surface? The chilling uncertainty hangs in the air like fog over the waters of Lake Saimaya, whispering promises and secrets yet to be unlocked. Remember, legends always stem from something, don't they? So stay vigilant. Who knows what might emerge on those midnight shores? If you find this tale hauntingly compelling, subscribe for more chilling explorations into the unknown.